Think about the most stressful thing you've done this week. Maybe it was a chemistry midterm you didn't study for, or finally asking that person out only to realize you had spinach in your teeth the whole time. Now, imagine doing that while the entire world is watching, and you're also 2 months pregnant. In 2017, Serena Williams won the Australian Open, her 23rd Grand Slam title, without dropping a single set, all while carrying her daughter, Olympia. Most of us struggle to walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded after a big lunch. Serena was outrunning world-class athletes while her body was literally building a human being. Serena Williams isn't just a tennis player. She is the greatest of all time, the GOAT, a fashion icon, a venture capitalist, and a mother. But more importantly for us, her life is a masterclass in what happens when you combine raw talent with an unbreakable will. Today, we're going to look at how a girl from the potholed courts of Compton became a global legend, and why her never-say-die spirit is exactly what you need to conquer your own world. Serena's story doesn't start at a fancy country club with white linen outfits. It starts in Compton, California, on public courts where the nets were sometimes just police tape and the obstacles weren't just the wind. They were literal gang activity in the neighborhood. Her father, Richard Williams, moved the family there on purpose. He wanted his daughters to see the ugly possibilities of life if they didn't work hard. While most 3-year-olds were struggling to color inside the lines, Serena was swinging a racket that was almost as big as she was. She wasn't even the star of the family at first. Her older sister, Venus, was the prodigy getting all the attention. Serena later admitted she was the youngest on the totem pole, just copying everything her sister did. In fact, when she was little, she wasn't even that good. But being the underdog in her own family turned her into what she calls a savage fighter. Persistence isn't just about trying hard. It's about what you do when the world tells you to quit. In 2011, Serena faced a life-threatening health scare, a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in her lung. She was hospitalized, away from the game, and many critics said her career was over. She was in her late 20s, which is old in tennis years. Did she retire? Not even close. She fought her way back to become the #1 player in the world again. She had a 5-year gap between being #1, the longest gap for any player in history. Think about that. Most people give up on a New Year's resolution by January 10th. Serena waited 5 years of grinding, sweating, and losing to get back to the top. As she famously said, "I really think a champion is defined not by their wins, but by how they can recover when they fall." This quote reminds us that the fall isn't the end of the story. It's just the setup for the sequel. How do you stay motivated when you've already won everything? For Serena, it was about self-belief and channeling the noise. Throughout her career, she faced racism, sexism, and people critiquing her body. She didn't just ignore the negativity. She used it as fuel. She once said, "I built a career on channeling anger and negativity and turning it into something good." When people said she was too muscular, she wore a catsuit and won. When they said she couldn't win after having a baby, she reached 4 more Grand Slam finals. Her mindset was simple. If someone says you can't do it, it's usually because they can't do it. We often see the trophy ceremony, but we don't see the 7 a.m. practices. Serena's discipline was legendary. She didn't believe in luck. Luck has nothing to do with it, because I have spent many hours, countless hours on the court working for my one moment in time, not knowing when it would come. Her routine involved 4-hour hitting sessions, strength training, and, get this, taking dance classes for cardio because she wanted to keep it fun, but challenging. She was so intense that she used to worry that while she was sleeping, someone in Russia was practicing and would eventually beat her. That's the level of discipline required to be the best. You outwork the world. Now, despite being a literal superhero, Serena is surprisingly human. If you follow her on social media, you know she's had her share of relatable fails. She's posted about her daughters giving her makeovers that leave her looking like a botched watercolor painting. She's tweeted about the time her daughter threw up all over her during a flight. She even admitted that she doesn't like to lose at anything, including board games. Can you imagine playing Monopoly with Serena Williams? You'd probably lose your house, your car, and your dignity before the first pass around the board. This human side reminds us that you don't have to be perfect to be a champion. You just have to be willing to keep going after the makeup fails of life. Before I leave you, I want to share a few more Serena-isms that you should carry with you. She said, "You have to believe in yourself when no one else does. If you don't buy your own hype, nobody else will." She said, "Never give up because you never know what can happen and who you can inspire. Your struggle isn't just about you, it's a blueprint for the person watching you." She said, "I am lucky that whatever fear I have within me, my desire to win is always stronger. It's okay to be scared. Just make sure your ambition is louder than your fear." She said, "I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks. Every L you take is actually a lesson in disguise." She said, "Every woman's success should be an inspiration to another. Success isn't a limited resource. When one of us wins, we all get a little closer to the goal." Serena Williams walked away from tennis in 2022, not because she was defeated, but because she chose to evolve into the next chapter of her life. She left behind 23 Grand Slams, 4 Olympic gold medals, and a world that looks a little different because she was in it. To the 15-year-old wondering if they're good enough, or the 22-year-old terrified of graduating into the real world, remember the girl from Compton? She didn't have the best courts, the most money, or the easiest path. She had a racket, a dream, and the discipline to never stop swinging. Your Grand Slam might not be on a grass court in London. It might be starting a business, finishing your degree, or just finally standing up for yourself. Whatever it is, approach it with the heart of a savage fighter. Serena Williams' journey is a testament to what is possible when talent meets relentless will. From Compton's cracked courts to global stages, she reminds us that greatness is earned, not given. Her story teaches us that every setback can be a setup for an even greater comeback. It's not about how you fall, but how you rise. Serena's discipline was never about luck. It was about hours, sweat, and the belief that her moment would come. That discipline is within all of us. The world sees the trophies, but what matters most are the hours behind the scenes, the early mornings, the setbacks, and the unwavering drive. Serena Williams inspires us to channel challenges into achievements, to fight for our dreams, and to never let fear silence our ambition. Remember, the never say die spirit is what separates the legends from the rest. Let Serena's story be your blueprint for perseverance. As you face your own battles, carry Serena's lessons with you. Believe, persist, and inspire others along the way. Don't wait for luck. Create your moment. Outwork the world and rise above every obstacle. Serena Williams' legacy is not just in her victories, but in her ability to inspire millions to never give up and to redefine what is possible. Let her journey motivate you to push forward, to learn from setbacks, and to chase your own Grand Slam, whatever it might be. Because, like Serena Williams, you have the potential to be a savage fighter, to conquer your world, and to inspire those who watch your struggle and your triumph. So, pick up your racket, your dream, and keep swinging. Greatness is waiting for you on the other side of persistence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Serena Williams' life. May her story ignite your own.